What is data mining and machine intelligence? Data mining is the ability of service intelligence to tap into the shop management system and extract all of the service items that are associated with a specific vehicle. In this case, we've got 23 service visits since 2006. And the mining is simply that there's no data entry required. This is done automatically behind the scenes. But it shows you every time, for example, that we serviced the brake fluid for this vehicle, and the first time was in 2010. And as you can see, that the service was performed several times in the history. Going through this, you see here's all the oil changes, tire rotations, transmission fluids, and so forth. The data mining aspect is pretty straightforward. We're just bringing the information over to facilitate this, and we do it throughout the day as the system is used, and we perform work on vehicles. When an invoice is closed, now that work appears as part of the history, and Service Intelligence adds it to the reports automatically. Machine intelligence has to do with the next step, which is adding conclusions which are typically mimicking the thought process that the service writer does. So for example, if we are looking at a fuel filter, we see when it was done last, and we compare that with the service interval and decide whether it's needed again. We do this also, of course, with those things that are not needed, and this is done between 30 and 33 times per vehicle. That is directly related to the number of services that we're tracking. I'm going to open up the service list here. And these are all of the recurring services that are associated with modern vehicles. We are able to track in great detail, such as differential front and rear or transfer case. In the case of brakes, we can track front brake, rear brakes, and brake fluid. And even categories that may not be part of what we give you as a default. We had a shop said, you know, we have VIP memberships, can you track that? And we said, as long as you invoice it and you have it as part of a line item, Service Intelligence is able to add it as a category that can be tracked. And for this particular shop, they were selling oil changes at $79 per year and limited services, and this created, it was an interesting method of creating loyalty among their customers, and we were able to add them to the reminders. Machine intelligence is, again, loosely defined as the next wave of computer power, which is being able to look at your transactional information. And computers typically are very good at returning a result based on a specific question. And in regards to Google or Yahoo or other things like that, you can ask a question and then you will get a response. Machine intelligence is a step further, which is not only are we already doing the searches, and these are pre-established searches, find all the brake fluids for this particular vehicle, but we go a step further. We're saying, what is the interval for this particular service? Look at the last time this service was performed and do the math. What is today's odometer? So we have this at the top. And we know how much the vehicle is driven per day because we look at the last 3 odometers in order to come up with a very accurate daily mileage. Since we have the odometer from the last service visit, we know this vehicle has been away for 2,200 miles since the last service. But most importantly for the brake fluid, we know that this vehicle is actually not ready for a new brake fluid yet. They are still good for another 21,635 miles, which in turn is communicated to the vehicle owner with a really friendly report, friendly in the sense that it's showing the customer what they should not be spending money on. This has a powerful effect that whatever is recommended now is believable because it's a fair and accurate reporting based on historical information and actual daily usage. And our customers accept that as the most accurate of information.